two for tonight because I'm just feeling the burn of having something to share with you. And this one was about the balloon deflating of a narcissist. So narcissists tend to get a kick out of deflating your balloon. They love to see you unhappy. It's so hard to accept, but they really do. And so what they'll do is they will feign being an understanding person who cares about you and what you think long enough to extract all the information that they need out of you so that they can make one or two statements that will deflate your balloon. And the reason that it's effective on you is because you care about the narcissist's opinion. And probably because you're a human and, most people are pretty decent to you and most people listen to what you have to say and they don't look for the flaws in what you say, right? So it's surprising. And it might take you a while to figure it out. Maybe you have one at work, maybe you have one at home. But you notice every time you're around them, you feel a little bit down. You have great ideas. Once in a while, they'll boost them up. They know when they need to give you some props. They know when you're going to kind of disappear on them or not give them any more attention, or supply, we call it. Supply, that's your energy, your fuel, your life source. So what they like to do is assess for a healthy life source, with a little bit of leakage, like say in your aura, or you have some damage from childhood, or maybe you're just a normal person who doesn't know about narcissists. If you're a normal person who doesn't know about narcissists and one of them has deflated your balloon, then walk away, move on. Now you know that's a narcissist. If you are an unhealthy person who's been deflated by a narcissist, then you have some work to do. You have some negative programming that you need to work on in yourself that would allow you to accept a comment from somebody who's not yourself, not your higher self, doesn't know your soul path, is not there to give you advice about who you are and where you're going unless you have given them that advice. And so I'm going to call you out and say, have you put them in charge of your life? And if you have, you need to take the narcissist out of control of your life. Their opinion is always going to be one that doesn't let you shine. It's always going to be one that makes them look better. If you start to notice there's trends, they don't want you to succeed. They say they do, but in their actions, they won't be encouraging you. They won't be supporting you. And they'll always say the one thing that really gets you down, like, oh, you're not self-aware, or you don't know what you're saying, or you are unintelligent, or you're retarded, or you're stupid, or I didn't say that, or that's just ridiculous, or why would you even consider that? That's the most stupid thing ever. You should definitely not do that. And it's usually the opposite of what you need or want. So it's almost like the law of the universe, basically, where if you want something too much, like you want attention, you want to be validated, they're definitely not going to validate you. And the more you need validation, the more they're not going to validate you. So it's almost like a magnet attraction for people who need validation and people who like to put people down. It's the weirdest combo ever, but if you find yourself in that combo where you need attention and validation and you're seeking it from somebody who's deflating your balloon, know that you may be dealing with a narcissist because they tend to like to deflate balloons. They tend to want to knock you down a few notches. You can't get too confident. They're going to put you down. You can't be too successful. They're going to put you down. You can't do anything else that doesn't have to do with them. They're going to put you down. And if you make videos about narcissism, be very careful because the narcissists in your life are going to think it's about them, even if you're educating the general public. And so get used to that too. You got to have a thick skin. So definitely know that if you're sharing information about narcissists, the narcissists in your life are going to think it's about them, and they may not know that there are many narcissists in your life, and so they may be competing with the other narcissists in your life for your attention. Just know that you don't want to be competing with narcissists for attention because you like people that are upfront and you like people who say what they are. You don't want anybody with a dark shadow self. You see my other video from earlier about the shadow side of the narcissist. This is about narcissists and how they will deflate your balloon. They seem to be experts in combing your character, person, everything for that one little thing that you're a little uncomfortable about, and that means that they're Satan, basically. I mean, who else would know only the things that you're afraid of? And who else would only instill fear and terror in you so that you're dependent on them?